I'd like to greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter what the color of your skin is. It doesn't matter whether you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't even matter whether you like me nor my YouTube channel or anything that I put on social internet, because when I put it on there, I don't put it on for likes and dislikes, but I welcome them all. I don't put them on there for criticism, nor high glorification. I put it on there to try to awaken people. You see what I'm saying? And since the death of my son, Brian Lamont Johns, in Carbondale, Illinois, who they claimed that committed suicide on March the 19th, 2021, in the 400 block of Oakland Street in Carbondale, Illinois. I have a different outlook on a lot of things. But today happened to be Sunday, March the 13th. I mean, not March, but June the 13th, 2021. And it's about 11:05 a.m. in the morning. Where I'm at right now, y'all, I am on the near north side of Chicago in what they called, when I grew up in the 1950s, the 1960s, the 1970s, they called Cabrini Green. Where I'm at on this side of the street is still called Cabrini Green. You see what I'm saying? Cabrini Green was a bunch of these little houses like this, what they call row houses. You see what I'm saying? Row houses. This is where I grew up at. I was born and raised here in 1958, and I grew up in these row houses. But when we was coming up, even though they had violence, this was considered the most notorious housing projects in the country to some people. But I want to show y'all something. Me and one of my daughters, we over here, and I just want to show you something, how the difference leadership make. You see, when I was coming up here in Cabrini Green, let me show you some things that you wouldn't see. You see all this trash, and I'm gonna go down. You see all this trash? You see the way these weeds is? You notice this big fence? This fence go all the way around here to this corner, right up here. This corner is what they call Cambridge, one of my old stomping grounds back in the day. This street I'm on right now, Cambridge, is the one that's going to your south, where the arrow saying one way. This street that I'm on now is what they call Oak Street, and I believe they named this street after one of the ladies that used to live on Oak Street, I think Miss Wilson. But right here where you see these empty fields at, these empty fields used to be tall, red, white projects. 500 and 502 West Oak. Over here where you see all of this, these other buildings and things is at, it used to be 1015 and 1017 North Larrabee, and all down there you had all type of projects. You see what I'm saying? You had all type of projects. These is row houses here. You see all them other buildings, all that's around. Now we on Oak and Oak and Cambridge. Down at the corner is Larrabee Street. But as you go down from Oak and Cambridge, Oak is 1000 North. Oak is 1000 North. But then when you go all the way to the end of Cambridge, you will get to what they call Chicago Avenue. Chicago Avenue is 800 North. And if I'm gonna get down here in the street where y'all can see it, I'm showing y'all this here for a reason. Look how the place is now. This place was never like this here when we come up in Cabrini Green. Never. It was never like this when we came up in Cabrini Green. Now, somebody care about this part of the land. This part of the land right here, it was a place it was like a alternative school, and they helped the blacks right here. Whoever had this land, they taking good care of it. You see what I'm saying? But if you go all the way down here, you'll see you see what I'm saying? All the way down to the end, that'll be Chicago Avenue. And I'm showing y'all this here for a reason. I'm showing you this here for a reason. I want you to pay close attention to show you what the different leaders make. You see what I'm saying? Now, you see all these weeds? This stuff been like this for years. Where you see the fence at, they closed these down. These row houses, they closed them down. The only side of the street in this area is open now, and these projects now is one side of the street, and that's the this side of the street here, the west side of the street. The west side of the street of the projects, this is the only part that's open now, this side of the street. But when you come to this side, where you see the projects at, all of it is fenced down, all the way down there, all the way around. And I'm gonna give you around. I'm gonna take you around to see. And it's been shut down like this here for years. But when you go across the street now, when they tore the projects down, they told the people that they would give them affordable houses. But you can see what the affordable houses is. And sad to say now, you look at your leaders. When I was coming up, the leaders made the politicians do their job. You see what I'm saying? The leaders made the politicians do their job. This land here is to us. Come up in Cabrini Green, this is sacred land. Look at this. You go all the way down. It's like they don't even care about this part of the land. You see what I'm saying? They don't even care about this part of the land. Look at this here. It's been like this here for years. You see what I'm saying? But when you look across the street, you look at all this here. You see this here? To me, this is a doggone shame. You know, because all where they got this whole building surrounded with fence, they showing me that they segregating us. When I say us, they segregating us that's asleep. You see, look at it. Look at all that ivory growing on them buildings. This, if you can look down, them is projects all the way between through there. Look at this. But you go right across the street. Now they'll call this Cabrini Green, but if something happened over here on this side of the street, which would be considered Cabrini Green too, they'll call it River North. River North is for the people that's not blacks, that's in poverty. You see what I'm saying? River North, this building right here, I want you to take a real good look at it. Show you how they just taking our history away from Cabrini Green. This is Oak and Huxton Street. This building right here is where I went to elementary school. This was called Edward Jenner Elementary School. This is the school I went to in the 1960s. But y'all see what they did with it? This is what they did with it, y'all. This is my elementary school, Edward Jenner School. But look right across the street from Edward Jenner School. Look at this here. This is a doggone shame. It's a doggone mess. You would think you in a jungle somewhere. Look at the mailbox. Look at this. You know that you see this? Projects was all right here. If you see that building right across the street, that used to be a church called St. Dominic's. And they did some things. They had free breakfasts and stuff for us in the community. But I want you to take a real good look. Now we're gonna go all the way around this place. All these cars, these ain't people that live over here. These is people that live all over here. You see what I'm saying? If you see that up in that area where you see them tall buildings across this empty field, once upon a time, that used to be the famous Cooley High School. But I want y'all to keep playing. I want y'all to keep, look at that. She said she thought I was somebody else. I can't be over here no more. I grew up over here. This is where I grew up at. Right here, you see a big change, though. All right, all right. Yeah, big change. What do they call this now? Cabrini Green or River North?
River North.
Okay, this part is Cabrini Green, right?
Has to be, yeah. That used to be. I forget what the name of that is.
Yeah, but anything across up out of this fence is River North.
Correct.
All right, I'm a YouTuber, man. You want to be on YouTube? You want to be on YouTube? Okay, okay. He said he good. He said he used to. Ain't that something? Here it is. The guy told me used to. It used to be called Cabrini Green. He laughed when I told him that this is why I come up here. But it's no joke to me. It's a joke to them. You know why? Because they waiting for them to tear it down, and you ain't gonna see all this trash. You ain't gonna see all this stuff that you see that's on the ground. You ain't gonna see all this here. But I'm gonna take y'all a little bit farther, all the way around, where it's a shame that all these leaders, you see what I'm saying? All these leaders, everywhere you look, you're gonna see this here. But outside of this fence, or outside of this little area where he laughed when I said Cabrini Green, you see what I'm saying? You're gonna see this here. And one thing I can't understand, black folks is studying murdering, even on this street here. Black folks study murdering black folks. Ain't that a shame? Ain't that a shame? But I'm gonna get in here, and I'm gonna take y'all on a tour of the rest of what they call Cabrini Green. Here you go. You can. I want y'all to just pay close attention as I go around what they call Cabrini Green. And if you can, when you can, get to make sure you get where you see all that trash, and you know, that's Cabrini Green here, y'all. That's what, remember the man, he laughed when he said, yeah, I don't know what they call that now. They probably call it, I hate to say it, the black folks jungle. But remember, across the street here, y'all, this is where I went to school. Edward Jenner School, right on the corner of Oak and Hudson Street. Now y'all just keep taking a look. I want y'all to look at this. Take a good look at this here. Let me let these people go past, because they might want, I'm an outsider now. I'm an outsider. I shouldn't be doing this here. And then you see some folks, they think it's funny. The man that had a dog. The dog is living and investing in some of these people in there. Look, let's look down. Just look down to the ground. Look how this place is like a jungle. They don't care nothing about it. Across the street here, this once upon a time was projects. Look here. You see how it is? Is it a stop sign up here? Okay, look down here. Look down there. I want y'all to just take a look at this here. Look at this side of the street, y'all. Now I'm gonna show y'all something across the street where we used to call Huxon Playground. This used to be Huxon Playground. This is what we used to call Huxon Playground over here. And they didn't have nowhere near the things that they have in here now. This is what they leaving to Cabrini Green. They want the people to move out so they can tear it down. Look at you see all this trash all up and down? You see it? Can you see it? You see all this trash up and down over here? You see all these weeds? Look at the buildings. You can't even tell it's a building over there. But you look across the street. I don't know. I believe they done changed the name of our playground. I want y'all to take a good look at this street here. It's called Huxon in Chestnut. Now, what I'm going to show y'all something is where I used to live when I grew up in here. I'm going to come around and get the camera in a minute. Yeah, it's trash all up and down. I don't know if y'all can see it. But if you can see, you can't hardly probably see it, but you see where that bobcat at. But if you come on towards my camera and study at the bobcat, but on the same side, I don't know if you can see that green sign that's up there, that's green sign like this here, but that's Cleveland Street. And I lived on that same side where you see the building at, and you see the green sign. I stayed at 860 North Cleveland. You see what I'm saying? But I want y'all to take a good look now. Across the street here where they playing basketball, right here, I think we had a basketball court here. And in the wintertime, we turned the basketball court because they had, well, the basketball courts, and then one part of it we had where they had little sprinklers for us. And in the wintertime, we turned it into ice and played hockey or ice skated. But I want y'all to just keep paying attention now. Just keep paying attention. I want you to just pay attention, y'all. Where is the leaders at? Why aren't the leaders concerned about this? See, a couple of times they supposed to have been renovating these things. They started off renovating them, but you don't see no sign of renovation here, do you? See, they waiting on the people to get frustrated on the one side of the street that I told you the only side is open up. Now, what sense do that make? All of this here, you see all this fence, you see how far we went around? That side that you can see all the way up there with that red kayak, that side of the street is the only part open. The other side of the street, which it had these same buildings, is closed and been closed for years. And it's sad to say, they don't want blacks over here no more, y'all. It's sad to say. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'll tell you one thing. It is some people. Here you go, baby. It is some people. Switch over for a minute. Oh, yeah, you got it. It is some people. Well, there are some people that care, but it ain't the ones in politics. You see, the ones in politics, they all good. You see what I'm saying? They all good. Now, you see this building here to my left? That used to be the building where the nuns used to stay. They tore that down. The nuns, they didn't have respect for the nuns. They tore that down. But I want y'all to look at this. Look at this street. Just look at it real good, y'all. Look at these buildings, y'all. This Cabrini Green here, but when you go across the street over here, this is River North. You see what I'm saying? All you gotta do is look at the news. When somebody look at the mailbox, y'all. Not the mailbox, the parking meter. But take a real good look, y'all. You see how I look over here? But then you look over here, it's a whole different thing, y'all. It's a whole different thing. Look, I want you to take a real good look. When you get up to this here white box, I want you to take a look and see what's up in there. It's Cabrini Green, y'all. Take a real good look up in there. Can y'all see all that there? No telling how long it been there. But yet they have the children's over here in right across the street here with the growing the vegetables. This building here used to be 412 West Chicago Avenue, a project, high rise. But now it's some type of center, but I don't know what type of center it is. And I don't know if the center is for the community, but I doubt it very seriously. All you got to do is look across the street. Now, I'm finna take you back around so you can see the rest of this here. Just take a look, y'all. Take a good look, y'all. Remember, this side of the street, Cabrini Green, because it's the projects. Across over here, this is River North. Look at the sign up there, y'all. It said Cambridge Avenue in Kingsbury. You see what I'm saying? Cambridge is to your left. They the same street. Cambridge is to your right, brother. And River North is to your left. River North is to your left because you're leaving out of the projects to what they call in the upper class. You know how the Jeffersons, they moved on up to the east side. This is a shame, y'all, but I'm gonna tell you, my dad moved out there before me and my two daughters came to get him in 2014. Let me show you where my dad moved at. Him and his second wife, may both of them rest in peace. And but one thing about the folks over here, they treated my dad real good. You see what I'm saying? And he had most of white neighbors, and they treated him real good. You see, my dad got a chance to live over here. You know, I think it was there's 900 Kingsbury. This area here used to be what they call Montgomery Wards, and they took that out and turned Montgomery wards into condominiums. Look on both sides. Y'all don't see the stuff growing on the buildings, do you? I believe this should be 900 here, is it? Y'all see what I'm saying? This was my daddy used to stay on the 7th floor. 900 Kingsbury. And they was real nice to me and my daughters. Y'all see how clean it is over here? Look on both sides. This River North, y'all, I guess. But we finna go back to Cabrini Green so y'all can see the rest. You see where they can see the rest. How could you be satisfied as a leader? How could you be satisfied as a leader with the conditions? The Cabrini Green is in one little box. You see what I'm saying? One little box where any side out of that box is no longer Cabrini Green. You see what I'm saying? It's no longer Cabrini Green. Now you can see this property still is something. These is Arabs that you have a liquor store. They won't sell their property. You see what I'm saying? This building right here, this big building right here on the corner of Larrabee and Oak, it used to be, I believe, a rug factory, but now it's a church. It's a community church, I guess. Now we finna get back into Cabrini Green. Y'all know that. Look right across the street now. These used to be projects, y'all. High rises. But I want you to look over here now. You'll know when you're in Cabrini Green. Then they got toy cops down here. But tell me this here. This is Cabrini Green now. This is what we started at right here. Now I'm finna turn down to Cambridge. Now, when you look on both sides, you see you got a lot of cars down here. I mean, a lot of people living here. It wasn't nothing like this when I grew up. These streets, the way you see all these humps and broke up streets, these streets been like this here for decades. Decades, y'all hear me? Now, this is the west side of the street here. This is open. This side here, they go to fence again. That's the east side of the street. And all that, where I took you all the way around, all of that is locked down. You see what I'm saying? It's not, people can't live in them. But all over here, on the right-hand side, it's open. But what do they have? Look down here, y'all. What do they have? I don't know if the toy cops is still out or not, but I'm gonna show y'all the toy cops in a minute. Yeah, there go the toy cops there. These what I call toy cops. I guess this apartment, you can see them right here. Let's make sure you get a good look on them. These is what I call toy cops. People have been getting killed right in this area. You see what I'm saying? On this, it's only one block open. People getting killed. Then you got the Chicago police and you got these toy cops. Make sure you get these toy cops.
I am.
You got these toy cops. How y'all doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, we just viewing the place, you know what I mean? I grew up in the 1950s and the 1960s, and I was showing people the whole thing around, letting them see that this part is called Cabrini Green, but when you get out a little bit where that building at, they River North. You see what I'm saying? And showing the politicians got to be different, because when I came up here, the politicians wouldn't let it be like it is. These buildings should have been remodeled. They tore down my school, Edward Jenner. They tore down my school, Cooley High. You see what I'm saying? When you get a chance, look on Raymond Ivy's YouTube channel.
Where did Oscar Mayer go?
What? Is they going off of Goldie? They took it off? Oh, you must be from Cabrini Green, man. You get you a couple of more stripes or some bars up there, brother. Hey, listen, look up Raymond Ivy YouTube channel. I'm the coldest YouTuber. Talk about white supremacists, sell out blacks. You see what I'm saying? I grew up here. I'm down in Charleston, Missouri now, fighting against Ku Klux Klan. Where? Which one? The sergeant? Oh man, get a good look at him. Sarge. Hey, Sarge. He said you a sellout, man. Tell me that ain't true, brother.
Don't believe nothing he said.
Can I get a power to the people?
My man.
Can I get a power to the people? All y'all, come on now.
Power to the people.
Hey, y'all be safe. Y'all be safe. Look up Raymond Ivy YouTube channel. Y'all finna be on YouTube. Peace be still. But y'all see this here? Look at it, he called it. Now look on the other side now, y'all. Look, you see the Ivy, you can clam that. He ain't gotta be Spider-Man to clam this here. You see this here? All this is closed, y'all. All this is fenced down, all the way down. You see this? One side of the street open. One side of the street be open. Just keep it over there. Let me see for a minute. Hold on. All right. Where'd Big Silk go?
Oh, man, what up, man?
All right, I'm on YouTube. I'm showing them why they ain't fixing us up over here, man. Told them this spot here where the fence is at is Cabrini Green, and that's River North. I was videoing the police down there. I said I'm fighting against white supremacists and sellout blacks, and they told me they sergeant is a sellout. Hey, y'all y'all don't want to be on YouTube, do you? Y'all don't want to be on. I don't want it. If you got any warrants now, myself go all around the world. All right, here go the brothers out here. Any of y'all brothers want to say anything? If you don't want to be on there now, huh? Oh, tell them again what you want them to do. That's right. Tell them y'all can take care of this. Y'all don't need them to take care of this, do you? You don't even need them toy cops.
No, they should let us be the
That's how we did it in the 1950s and the 1960s.
police our own communities.
Community.
We're a police our community.
All right. Hey, y'all, can I get a power to the people?
Power to the people.
Stop the black on black violence. And peace be still. When you get a chance, you'll see you on YouTube. I'm going to send it to you when I upload it. Here you go, baby. Anyway, y'all, I'm finna check out. I want y'all to see both sides again. Over here, this is where it ends. That's how they got them circled in, y'all. They got them locked in, you know. They don't want to fix this here up. Why do you think they don't want to fix it up? Because they don't care. Look at this. But then look across the street here. I'm going to peace out, y'all. Peace be still.